Hi everyone, welcome to our video release of our Harmony collection. The Harmony is really truly what it really says. It's about harmony between everyone, whether that be spouses, whether that be sisters or brothers, whether that be friends, neighbors, co-workers, whatever it is. It's about living in harmony together and everything that embodies. The happiness, the sharing, the everything. And as you can see from the color palette, you can see that great bold red. There's some nice blues and greens and dark colors for some contrast in there. You can see that this really can go anyway. Is it a Mother's Day or Father's Day card? Is it a scrapbooking layout or mini album about harmony because this was our family, you know, as they grew up, or our family today because we had, you know, the gathering at Christmas or whatever just passed. So everything is truly geared in that direction, and you're going to see how beautiful this actually turned out. So before we get into it, our Harmony, Bundled Harmony is a collection, a purchase that you make that includes all 5 coordinated products. For those of you that are new to us, there are no duplicates in any of these 5 products, and you'll see that as we go through. And you do save 20% on purchasing it as the bundled kit versus buying it individually. So definitely something you're going to want to have a look at. So let's see what everything that is encompassed in here. To start it off, here's an airmail envelope. How fabulous is that? And as you can see, for those of you that really like to print the items and then craft in physical paper with our stuff, I know there's lots of you out there, this actually can be glued together and actually make an envelope out of it. So very, very well done by Mary Fran in order to give you that. Here is as well an envelope, right? So there's a front part to it as well. So you can see how easily that could be put together. And again, great colors. This can go either way. This can go to a masculine. It can go to a feminine. It really doesn't matter. Here you can see more of the feminine with the florals. And again, how pretty Mary Fran's florals are. We all, I think, can agree that we love creating with the floral items, and especially these beautiful damask patterns. It gives everything such an elegance that, you know, gives it a very mature theme. So unless we're creating for our kids, which I know, you know, we certainly have a lot of that stuff in the store too, that's more in the juvenile range. But a lot of the new stuff here coming out, actually all of it in the last couple of years, has been in the mature range, and that's kind of more where Mary Fran's creativity has lied. So here are the damasks that I was talking about. Great papers. Look at the design in that. Isn't that fabulous? So pretty, so elegant. You know that you can use that for so many things. Here are the florals. In order to add in that touch of beauty, elegance, lightness, you can see where I'm going with this, right? You know, I don't think I need to be as descriptive with you, but here is the houndstooth patterns. Again, it's great. Here's the leaves pattern. Great to have things that aren't quite as complicated because obviously everybody has a different vision. Here is a ledger. So again, going towards the vintage feel, if you're doing, say, an album, or you're doing a card, or even a journal page, that you're saying, you know what, I want to kind of veer into that vintage feel, more about past tense harmony. Here are some items that can definitely be used to give it that exact look and feel that you're going for. The stationery background papers. Mary Fran always creates these in the kits. And as you can see, it gives you such an easy starting point. If you're kind of having a bit of a creative block and you're thinking, boy, I'd really like to create, it's beautiful, I like it, but where do I start? Pick one of these stationery backgrounds. You are off to the races in no time. Now that is if you're creating a card, a scrapbook layout, a mini album, a journal page, doesn't matter. They work for all that stuff. Stripes and ticking, again, great pairings for some of the more intricate backgrounds. And here's a words background. Isn't that awesome? Wonderful memories, kinship, this nest, happiness, life is good, our story. So again, you can see where the words are going. You could use this for a retirement party, or you could use this for a wedding shower. Like they're just starting on their place of harmony together. You know, your creativity is really boundless, and this can be used for so many of these things. Here is the start of the embellishments. So binder clips, again, several different styles. That way it can match up to exactly what it is that you're looking to create, what it is that you see, what's your vision, right? You know, the brads, again, beautiful shiny items that can be used to add a little bit. You know how when you create something in physical form, a lot of people use flowers from Wild Orchid. They use glittery type things that you can buy at any of your scrapbooking stores. That is kind of the point of the brads, is to add that little bit of, that little hit of bling, I guess, is the easiest way of saying it, right? Buttons, again, fabulous items. Do not pass these by. These are great creative items to add a little bit more interest, color, and texture to some area that you think, geez, you know, it just needs a little something there in this little area. Try and put one of the buttons in there. I'm sure it'll work for you. The circles, great, good times is what's written in here. So great elements, again, this is what I was trying to go for with this. Great elements, again, to add in if this is your theme for good times. Just a little, almost like a balloon in a cartoon, you know, where you can actually say that. So use those appropriately as well. Clipboard, here is a great journal card. The lines are already there. It's all in that format. And again, really done in that mature theme. Cluster. So you saw this on the stationery back down in one corner, but this allows you the ability to add that to anywhere. So you can do this yourself, and when your creativity is really flowing, you have the parts and pieces, and there's the flower cluster that was in the other opposite top corner on that stationery back. So this gives you the pieces in order to create what you want to see yourself. Same thing with the flower clusters. Individuals clustered together, allows you to take a frame like this and further embellish it if you want, or a background paper that wasn't as intricate and further embellishment, so that way you've created your own custom thing. You know, when your creativity is flowing, let it flow. Here's the journal banners that are left blank for you. So again, great coordinates, but allow you to write in names, dates, places, feelings, you know, whatever it is. You can put your own good times written on this and utilize those. A journal book, again, a perfect element starter. When you're looking for, where do I start? How do I really put this all together? It has such great things in this kit, and I want to move forward. Pick one of these clustered elements, because this also gives you some predominant colors to work with for your background papers. So again, good starting point for you. Moving on to journal mats. Again, beautifully done. They have the florals on top here. You have lines to write so that it keeps your, whatever you're adding that journal to, whether that's a card or a layout or a mini album, it keeps your handwriting nice, because that's, you know, you've taken so much time creating a beautiful thing. You want that to be equal, but maybe you want it handwritten, so it's very, very personalized. And there is different colors, patterns, and textures in order to complement whatever your vision is. Label card, you'll see how I use this in my card making design at the end. I'll show you that, and how you can pair it together with some other items. Beautiful note card. So very generic embellishment. It's going to add that floral and vintage texture, but very generic. Not a lot of words on it, not a lot of pointing it in one direction. So how versatile are these to use? Nest, a snug place to retreat, a cozy dwelling that you want to return to again and again. Maybe you're scrapbooking about a cottage you rented, or your own home, or whatever it is. There you go with something that has been already pre-created for you. Some phrase snippets, again, in that harmony, all based on harmony. So living in perfect harmony, love ya, us. So again, that gives you the idea and the feel of, oh yeah, I can see this. I can see what I want to be creating with this particular kit. Everything kind of flows with that. Here's some ribbons, again, just like the buttons, to add a little bit of texture and color to just those areas. You know, when you're finished and you're kind of like, geez, you know, I think I'm done, but that one area just looks a little blank. Those are great things to use. Here is a digital stamp, living in perfect harmony. So again, for those of you that haven't used these before, you place this on your page anywhere you want, because everything in behind this is opaque, so there's no color that will shine through. You place this on, then print it. So use it just like you would a physical stamp, like you have with your stamps that you dunk in your ink. Tags, again, great elements that add a lot of visual interest. Now you just choose the one that you want. Same thing with the tickets. So well done, such unique elements, but they're just something to add on. Same thing with this ticket, something to add in order to give it such interest, because that's how you complement and make a really, really interesting and amazing looking paper craft. So here in the little bits, our little bits again are finished embellishments that Mary Fran has made for you. And again, a great starting place, as you can see, where things have already been kind of sort of done for you. Again, we all need a place to start from. And these are perfect to start with. They add in everything where you can just get going easily and you can complete them quickly. So that is kind of the point of it, where it leads you into it and allows you to place things in and complete things quickly and easily, but still have awesome results. So that's all the little bits that are there. In the 2 paper pack, you will see, again, the same patterns that you saw in the FQB, just not in these colors. These are differently colored ones. So when you're making multiple items, you certainly have coordinating papers for that color. You have the green and the beige, or the taupe, I guess, in these florals, but you don't see them anywhere else. But that was the one you were kind of really looking for. Well, here they are in the 2. It allows you to make complementative cards, layouts, mini album pages, and journal pages. They complement each other, but are not 100% exact copies. Well, here is our solids. So the solids work just like you would use cardstock. However you prefer to use your cardstock, but you can also take those elements, those cluster elements, place these on here. You can place the digital stamp on here. You can place in the journal cards and things like that, and you've created your own custom background paper and your own custom layout, exactly how you wanted it. You wanted more of a blank slate. Your creativity was really flowing, and you wanted to use those elements and do it all yourself. There you have it. You have the papers in order to work for you. Lastly is the alpha. So the alpha is, again, flows very well and complements very well with the Harmony collection in terms of the floral that it flows with. It's very mature, it's very pretty, and it really punctuates names, dates, titles, places, emotions, you name it, anything that you want to use it for, but it does it in such a fashion that it really stands out. That's kind of the point of using the alpha, is to really make it stand out, because that was the theme of what you were trying to achieve on your scrapbook layout, your card, your journal page, or your mini album, whatever it is. You've got this in order to utilize. So lastly, before I let you go, here are some inspiration ideas, and this is the layout that Mary Fran chose to make. So living in perfect harmony. Here's us playing with the dogs in the backyard in the snow, having a great time this winter. We had a good amount of snowfall that stayed on the ground for us for a while. And look at all the interest that Mary Fran created. Here's the photos. The photos are really, truly secondary here in terms of what this layout is about and all the interest that's here. Here's how she's chosen to use that nest tag, the good times circle. Here is a blank word strip that she's filled in with Winter 20. So that's how you use those word strips, just obviously to highlight what it is about this. As well, living in perfect harmony, there's the digital stamp. There's how you use it, okay, just to give you an example. And same thing with a lot of the other ones. There is so much interest. You really wanted to stare at this layout for a while. This is not a quick glimpse and like, oh yeah, nice photos and move on. This is really kind of captivates you and moves you right in. The card here is, like I mentioned to you, that's how I chose to use that one element. Okay, this element was all done for me. So was Beautiful Life Together and the floral cluster. So the paper is actually just using a portion of the stationery back. I cut out a quarter of it basically in order to use on there. We made it so large that it fit on my 5x5 card, and then put the elements on. Boom, there you go. There is a beautiful card that I just want to add to the stash because I can use it for wedding, I can use it for anniversary, I can use it for a lot of different things. I can even use it for birthday. So great card for our stash, so that way we have that on hand. So there it is, folks, the Harmony collection. I hope you've enjoyed the video to be able to actually see everything that you get in the collection. I hope these videos are helpful to you in making a purchase decision about this, but also as well giving you that, I hope that we've given you some inspiration and some ideas. So as we talk about elements and things like that, you can kind of see where the creative point was and what the thought process was in terms of gathering this all together to make this awesome and incredible kit that you can now move forward with and make just amazing paper crafts. So thanks for tuning in. Before you go, make sure you click on our Nitwit Collections logo to subscribe to our channel. It lets you know then whenever a new video is out, so you never have to worry about missing out on something. As well, give us a thumbs up if you like the video and leave us a comment. Let us know whatever it is that you're thinking about. Hey, I want to use this harmony for this, or this is how I chose to use it, or I love this element in here. I hope you'll make more of those. You know, that kind of stuff, right? Let us know anything. Let us know what your thoughts are on this collection. So thanks once again for tuning in, and we hope you enjoy creating with the Harmony Collection.